Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we talk about tacos. Yeah, what's your favorite taco? I went out into the world in a rare moment of anti-pandemic power, and I got some tacos from this local place, and they were out of this world. And I guess just been thinking about it all day. I had a soft shell crab taco and a Korean pork belly taco, which might be my favorite kinds, honestly, that I've ever had. Really cool stuff. So, yeah, what kind of tacos do you like? I don't know why I'm asking this, but it just kind of has been on my mind, like I said, all day long. And, well, hell, I feel like I'd bring it into the episode because why not? But yeah, I like all kinds, really. It's hard to find a taco I don't like. But those two that I mentioned were before, those have really stood out to me lately. So hey, we'll go with that for now. But enough about tacos. Let's now talk about Monster Train. So, what are we doing here? This is a constructed series where I'm playing the game and demonstrating using a mod some educational stuff. We're currently doing what I'm calling the Rare Unit Saga, where we have all 18 rare units from banners. These come in three at per clan with 6 clans. That's where you get the 18 from. And we're doing them in order. We're currently on the ones added in the DLC. So that's pretty hype. I mentioned constructed. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm using this Stoker Deck Editor mod right here to edit my run and substitute the first banner unit that I encounter with the rare unit that I'm interested in looking at in that given run. And that'll be the only edit there. So that's the only thing that's being done in the mod. It is base game balance and all that. The other part of this series is what I'm calling Cursed Seeds. Now, I've been doing these kind of on the fly whenever they get submitted, but I do want to mention them fairly regularly. If you ever run into a run of Covenant 25 Monster Train that you've struggled with, you couldn't find the winning line with, and you're just not sure how you would approach winning it, make a challenge out of it and submit those 3 letters. I guess it's actually 3 words, not letters, to me, and I will run it on the channel. And I'll post those pretty much immediately after I run them. Usually it's more like a couple days because it gets posted on the next available slot. But yeah, that's a really exciting thing for me. I love doing it, and it seems like everyone enjoys seeing it. So keep them coming. Otherwise, let's dig in and talk about what we're working with here. So first, I'm going to mention what we did last time. We were playing with Steel Singer. Truly, this is my favorite unit in the game. I really love playing it. It's very satisfying. And we ended up playing him with restores. We did a great optimization run with him, felt really good, and he absolutely slapped. We also had Trap Shoot, which did a ton of work in that run. I think it was remove, consume, and then holdover on that. Felt really good in the end. So the run was a victory, unsurprisingly. Brings us to 27-0 in the series, which is a good large number. So now, yeah, let's talk about what we're doing this time. So what we're doing now is we're moving it up to Stygian, and we will be talking about the only unit left in this clan that we haven't covered, Eel Gorgon. So, as always, I will read you what the card text says in case you're not looking at the screen. It is a 2 Ember, 2 space unit. Its attack stat is 5 and it has 3 health. It reads, Incant, gain multi-strike 1. Resolve, remove all status effects. So, multi-strike 1 is a status effect, but this also affects everything else as well. So things like Ember Drain, or Regen, or Spikes, or Rage, etc. So, as you can imagine, just from reading this guy is excellent. Right? Just flat out excellent. It gains multi-strike, which means that small stat bonuses provide a huge value. Even something like a +5 can represent an extra 50 damage on this unit. This makes things like Alpha Fiend's Infusion particularly valuable on this unit. It also means that you're not even allowed to use most of the Steel Shop upgrades on this guy. The only ones that work are those that give stats. And so really all you're going to be doing It's really important to note that most of the time when we're talking about a rare unit or a unit in general, its value is predicated on seeing some kind of an upgrade for it, right? You want to look for something that's pretty good, right? Endless, maybe, multi-strike, quick, something like that. Eel Gorgon can't get any of those except Large Stone, which means that Large Stone is pretty darn good on it, honestly, right? It's just awesome raw stats. Plus 15 is huge on this guy, even better than on something like Dante. So you're looking for like Large Stone maybe, and then a plus 25 and a plus 10, maybe a Battle Stone, and that's basically it. It's pretty low investment, which is an important consideration in its strength, right? Comparable to other units. It is cheaper to upgrade. Honestly, that's really it. And the only reason you might not take a Large Stone is if you're going to be giving it a large infusion, right? Some kind of an infusion that boosts its size because of value. A good example I already mentioned is Alpha Fiend. It's extremely strong, just plus 5 attack per hit, and this guy kind of goes crazy. The one important thing that's critical to understand about this unit is that quick does not work on it the way you want it to. You can't give it quick from a shop, and if it somehow gets quick in a combat, it will remove it on resolve. This includes things like Wildenton's Predator Path, which is an enchant ability. You may not know it, but enchant, what it ultimately means is that it functions when a unit is moved to or from a floor, or when the unit with enchant is moved to or from a floor. If it's not an aura, right? Which means that if something gets quick from it, if you put like Eel Gorgon with Predator Wildenton, then it'll get quick the first time. Quick will get absorbed by the resolve ability here, and it never comes back unless you move it off the floor and then back on. So it doesn't work the way you want. And additionally, what this means is that you can't rely on hitting first as a mechanism for survivability. This makes things that what am I trying to say? That Stygian, right, are really good at, very important. Things like Frenzied Swarm are critical for this. You need to be dazing the enemy, sapping the enemy. You need to be stopping them from attacking you. Maybe you have Light's Gift. Maybe you just have a humongous tank in front that never dies. Maybe you have chump blockers. But the trick here is that you need to make sure this unit swings in order to get the value. So I tend to value things like HP and attack stat pretty highly here. The other tricky thing about this unit is that you can't stack things like Rage on it. So you're not going to get value out of like the Hellhorn synergy with Rage, right? You might have a good Rage run, in which case Eel Gorgon's probably not going to benefit from it that much. It does work for one turn, sure, right? So it works for the turn you play Eel Gorgon and then the turn you play the Rage, which is maybe okay, but it doesn't benefit you after that. It gets removed right away. So it's kind of tricky. I think this unit in general is excellent because lots of multi-strike is excellent and it's cheap to upgrade, but it's weird to use, and I think people overestimate it. They think it's, oh wow, immediate win, and then they get kind of sent to the Shadow Realm because it didn't work the way they wanted. They couldn't scale it right, and it lost. This makes, I think, Awoken probably the best match for it because you've got things like Steel Enhancer, Razor Sharp Edge, Root Seeds, stuff like that are just out of control strong with this. And it's just really good to be able to do that. Obviously, drawing more cards, playing more cards with like stings or whatever, very good for incant lines in general. So there's a lot of cool stuff here. It's really, really good, but it's not a catch-all win all the time. The other thing I'll mention is that this is actually a really good essence as well. Its essence says multi-strike 1 and +1 Ember. Now, +1 Ember is interesting. It's actually the lowest impact multi-strike essence in the game, because usually you don't mind paying +1 Ember for your carry unit. Even if you're duping it, you might just take Ember, and then even if you draw both, you're fine. It's really nice. It also doesn't kind of negatively impact you in other bizarre ways that maybe don't work, right? So like Alloyed Constructs, for instance, forces you to feed the thing morsels, which doesn't always work, right? Whereas this, you can kind of put it on anything and it gets value. Similarly, like Draft might not be a tenable solution because the Burnout 1 might be a problem, right? Burnout 1 would just kind of go and kill your unit if you don't have the reforms or the extensions to support it. So yeah, it's definitely more applicable, generally speaking, than any of those other ones. And it's exceptional. So very regularly I will, if I don't need Eel Gorgon itself, I will almost always take it and use its infusion somehow, because multi-strike is good, right? Hit the enemy more times. Awesome. Yeah, I love to see it. So it's kind of one of those interesting things like that. And I think the essence being so versatile and strong lifts it to pretty high levels. So when I'm talking about the rating scale for these units, right, you've got S tier, which is the top of the top. Basically, it means that you can take this unit from any position and win with it convincingly. Whereas D tier is something you should never draft, and if you somehow get it, you should get rid of it immediately. It's probably your worst card at that point. I have to give Eel Gorgon S tier. And I would say that is propped up by its infusion because it's an A tier unit, in my opinion. Like, just seeing this card, A tier. You're not always going to be able to take an incant line, right? Maybe you have starters that are like Queen Zimpling or Dregs. You don't have enough incants. Maybe you just have too expensive of spells. Maybe you have a champion that doesn't really support it all that well. You've got a lot of reasons why sometimes incant doesn't work. But the one thing that's always true, you always love to see multi-strike. And even if you can't use this unit for itself, you can use this unit for one of the strongest infusions in game by giving your scaling backline solution some kind of a multi-strike that you can later dupe. So this is really good. It brings it up to the S tier by having such a versatile and powerful essence. I almost never skip this unit just because even if I don't find a use for it, it's still useful. So I think that's really important. Now, I do love this unit a lot. It's very cool, but it is weird. So I'm going to be doing a lot of explaining when we actually do this run because, well, I think there are a lot of pitfalls, right? This unit, additionally, it's worth noting, it allows infusions that give status effects. This is interesting and can betray you. For instance, if you try to put Endless on this thing in a shop, it won't let you. It blocks you from doing it. Cool. So you're kind of protected. But if you go to, say, infuse Animus of Speed's infusion on this thing, it lets you. I don't think this is a bug. I think it was just too complicated for the developers to kind of find and block it correctly. I also think that they felt it was a little too limiting, right? So, for instance, you might want to put Paraffin Enforcer's infusion in this thing for some reason, because it generates a lot of rage for your floor, even if it doesn't really benefit from it a lot itself. And that applies Burnout too, right? If they blocked that infusion on the grounds that it had Burnout too, you'd be very limited in what you can put in Eel Gorgon. So I think it's intended that it behaves that way, but it gives you a lot of rope with which to hang yourself, is kind of the expression I'll use, because you can make mistakes that will punish you and will make this thing a waste of shards. So be careful about that. And yeah, that's about as much as I think I need to say on this unit. It's excellent. It's a great incant unit in an incant clan. It's only 2 space by some miracle. Truly, I think this unit is probably a little too strong. I think, personally, if I were balancing this unit, the right balance for it is to make it 3 space, because it's good enough to be 3 space. Like, compare this to a Siren, and this is just way better than a Siren, period. I mean, it gains multi-strike instead of anything else, right? It's just way better. So I don't think, I mean, obviously it costs 1 more. Oh no, like, that's not a big penalty. The difference between 1 and 2 Ember is not huge in the grand scheme of things, but the difference between 2 and 3 space is. And I think this thing would be pretty well balanced in like the A tier range if it were 3 space, because it would still be excellent, but it would just be a little harder to play or require space if you wanted to increase its space further. So yeah, that's probably what I would suggest. That's actually what I did in the balance patch, the modded one. So yeah. But anyway, let's head to Clan Select and get this going. Now, as far as which champion it works well with, I don't think it matters, truly. Obviously, I think something like Titan Channel is a very strong frontline for it, but it's frail until Titan Channel is unfazed. And then Dire Channel and Cold Channel. Dire Channel doesn't really make sense with it, and then Cold Channel is like okay, I guess. Tethys is kind of trashed here, right? Like I don't think Tethys is good, but certainly Tethys is propped up by something like an Eel Gorgon, right? So I think you can definitely see a winning line out of the gate as soon as you know that you have an Eel Gorgon in your run. So I think it works kind of either way. I don't think it's actually ideal, right? It's another unit that I think benefits from being in like random Stygian, right? Where you have another champion doing something, but you have Stygian and you pick up the incant line out of it. I think that's pretty typically the way I like to see it. This is really good with like, I don't know, a Steelworker frontline. The useful thing to know about that, kind of interestingly, is that Resolve triggers front to back. So if you have a Steelworker in your back behind Eel Gorgon, it means it actually gets the armor, right? So the Eel Gorgon triggers and removes status effects, and then the Steelworker would trigger behind and give it armor. And that armor would persevere into the next turn. So you can do some kind of weird things where you put Resolve triggers into Eel Gorgon, right? So if you infuse Steelworker inside, the order is card text and then infusion text. So you actually would get the armor, and it would go away if it wasn't used on the next turn, but it's kind of a nifty way of blocking things like sweep damage from the Divinity, right? It's like some elite tech you might not realize based on card ordering and ability ordering. So kind of neat. Anyway, though, let's get this random, please. I will probably take, let's see, what did I do before? So the last unit I ran this with was Offering Monument, I believe, and I think I use Offering Monument with Tethys, if memory serves. I don't really remember, so I think I'm just going to try Soul Guard because variety, right? I might be wrong in my memory, by the way, but it doesn't really matter. I think this unit is winning either way, so we'll just kind of pick one. And it'll just be Soul Guard, because I guess that's fine. And it'll be random secondary, Covenant 25, no mutators. Let's send it. Cool. All right. Oh, boy. Come on, Monster Train. Just show me the goods, why don't you? I hope you're all doing well today. And after seeing this start, I think I too am doing well today. And you'll know why in a second. We are Exile Stygian with Exile Awoken. We're fighting Plating Seal Daedalus, we have Spell Shield Arcus, Chaste Seraph, Titan's Gratitude, Razor Sharp Edge, and Urchin Spine. We have Root Seeds as our starting card, which makes this start exceptional for an Eel Gorgon, truly. And I'm going to make decisions in the early game, not knowing that I have an Eel Gorgon coming, but once I have that Eel Gorgon and I replace my first unit with it, oh boy, this run is going to pick up quick. So, yeah. Alright, we'll look at the Horde first, as usual. Drop Cage, huh? You know, I've actually seen the Drop Cage Siren Song combo so bloody often on my most recent runs. I used to think it was so rare, but like, it's unbelievably strong if you see it, and it is an answer to our quintessential problem. The other thing is that my other option is Cheater's Hand. Cheater's Hand is not bad, but I'm probably going to draw a lot of cards anyway thanks to Root Seeds, so I don't really care that much about this. I don't think this adds enough value that I really strongly consider it here. Whereas Drop Cage, if I see a Siren Song on this run, it's unbelievable. And even if I don't, it's about as useful as Cheater's Hand here. So we're going to click it. The Perspective Drop Cage is something I'm notorious for doing in runs like this, because unless the other artifact is crazy, all you have to do is hit. You just see that one rare card and it's over. You win, right? It's just 5 days is enough to clear Divinity waves. So yeah. Let's look at our Forge now. I will click Titan Channel here, definitely. I think this is one of the rare circumstances where you could take Cold Channel. I would certainly lean that way if I had Restores instead of Root Seeds, but I don't think I'll need to. I'm also a little leery about it because it's Chase Seraph, so that is a bit questionable. I think Titan Channel also is just so solid. You pretty much can't lose the early game with this unit, right? It just wins. So I love that about it. And it means I can be really aggressive in taking like money here because I have no fear. So yeah, even without like pings, right? And theoretically I can use Razor Sharps for pings, so it's not all bad, but yeah. All right, let's move on. Unit draft, I will click it. This is a lot of damage incoming, but I should be okay. This is actually one of the worst ones, right? I wouldn't mind if it were like damage or something, but we will be pinging these out whenever I can. Let's see. I'm always playing a Root Seeds up top. Now the question becomes, how do I approach this? I can kill all three of these units, right? By Razor Sharping the back one, Titan's Gratituding the front one, and then Foregone Powering the last one. And I do want to respect the upgraded dude here. I'm going to take the money here by Razor Sharping this. I'm okay trading some HP on Soul Guard, which we should be able to activate next turn with 6 card draw. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to kill this man. He's kind of the most important one to get rid of. Yeah, so like here I can protect our dude. No problem. I'm going to Razor Sharp and Foregone Power here, because I don't care if this man has 3 HP or not. He clears it. I'm guaranteed to remove phase next turn, so I'm just going to respect this a little bit. Play the trains through it. It's sad to hit Urchin Spines here. Maybe I'll redraw it. We'll play that. It's fine. Cool. So now I want to activate Soul Guard. Like, we already win this, right? So I'm not worried about that. I have 2 turns to solve these 3 front dudes. So I think it's going to be offensive Razor Sharp here to save 5. It's going to be Titan's Gratitude, and then I'm going to Foregone Power on the bottom. We only take 5 up here, no problem. Yeah, so I need to boost here, and then Foregone Power and whatever. Cool, we should be easily in the win here. Yeah, we win, no problem. Yeah, I can get rid of this guy here, not a problem, and then blow up this man. Yeah, we're really strong at this point. Take 10. Yeah, so that was free. Didn't take any damage here. Excellent news. Get the unit. I will take things that let me freely incant. So like Offering Token is great here. Crypt Builder is also really good, mind you, right? It's worth noting with the Titan's Gratitude start, we have a lot of random discard, which is good and bad. It's bad because it means fewer incants, right? It's good because it might hit something like a Crypt Builder, but it might not. It's probably going to betray you. I'm just going to take Offering Token though, because the Titan's Gratitudes serve a similar purpose to Crypt Builder here, and I'd rather incant faster. Sting is excellent. It is an incant that accelerates you through your deck and does a good job of it, although Restoration Detonation is also really nice. Having a heal is good, right? The ping on Titan's Grasp, wow, on Vine Grasp is okay, but it kind of falls off, right? It falls off a lot. I think I'm actually going to click Restoration Detonation. It's a really good target for something like plus 30 holdover in this run. Yeah, I'm going to click that. It is a good one. All right, it doesn't matter what they give me here. I'm going to be replacing it with Eel Gorgon. So we'll just take the Guard of the Unnamed, even though I would never actually click it there. And we will go into Stoker. We'll remove Guard of the Unnamed. You can watch me do this here. And we will add Eel Gorgon. Cool. So, just to give you my personal thoughts, seeing an Eel Gorgon in that unit draft, I feel pretty confidently it's a guaranteed win, right? I'm like, oh, I win the run. And now it's just kind of going through the motions, and that's good. So there's a lot of things that work here, right? You're looking for any kind of stat-based scaling, so I think Siren of the Sea is really strong here. But there are a few things in Awoken that are okay too. So we look in Awoken units, unit essences. I think Animus of Will is bad, right? You want to care more about stats here. I actually think things like Awoken Hollow are okay because you can put heals into it and it will cultivate itself, which is pretty cool. Something like, you know, any of the ones that do other things are bad. Shattered Shell is not impressive. Its base stats aren't great. Sure, it gets slays, but that is pretty slow scaling. And then obviously, you know, if you show me a Steel Singer, I'll just slam that much attack stat into it and it feels good no matter what. So that would be epic if they showed it to me, but there's a few good ones here. Whereas in Stygian, you really don't have many options. You've got, like, yeah, I mean, you've actually just got Siren of the Sea that's any good here. So yeah, it's a little tough. It's also tough because you never self-infuse Eel Gorgon. So it's pretty likely that unless I see something great or like the exact right hit, I might just skip infusing it. And you don't really care, right? It's fine. I will probably go left here because the steel shop, it gives me like a plus 25 and a plus 10 and we feel fine. Maybe I see a large stone and then it just slots in perfectly behind Soulguard and that's cool. I don't need to see another Stygian unit because I have something that says Incant already. So we'll go to the stats. See what we get. Multi-strike. I mean, multi-strike, right? Look in this banner. Vinemother. You show me a Vinemother on this run. I actually think she's excellent here, right? She gives me stings, which is a free incant every turn. I don't mind seeing her first. This is another, you know, we're not doing a Vinemother run. I'm not demoing this unit. But again, I think this unit is just cool. Every time I see her, I'm like, hey, that does something neat. And like, Shattered Shell is fine. Like, I could take Shattered Shell here. I could put Eel Gorgon into Shattered Shell, right? Give it the multi-strike in the shop, and our Shattered Shell's hitting 3 times. So that is actually, that is a 1 run right there, right? And then you just give Shattered Shell some survivability, like a plus 25 or something, or like a large stone, and you scale him with your Root Seeds, Razor Sharp Edge combo, you remove everything, find a holdover somewhere, and voila, you have a victory. I mean, obviously seeing quick would be nice too, but you know, you can't be choosy. So I think that wins outright. Am I going to do that? I might if this were a normal run, like me just playing the game on a win streak. I think Shattered Shell is an obvious win here, but I want to demo Eel Gorgon a little better. So based on that, I'm going to take Vinemother and take that for the incants. Now, Multi-Strike cannot even go into Eel Gorgon. It is ineligible. Battlestone is a fine upgrade here, but I am just going to spin it in case I see a large stone. Endless. Plus 25 is excellent here, right? Just stats. I have the Razor Sharps and Root Seeds here for the other things. So yeah, I'll just take stats here. Plus 25 is excellent right now. Just give it some HP. Puts it into good heal range for Restoration Detonation. Let's see, plus 30 magic power here. I mean, I love plus 30 holdover Restoration Detonation. It kills a unit. Can I take this here and feel good about it? Where's my next magic shop? Down here. I don't really see I mean, removals are good, but the Hellvent is not particularly exciting, unless I see other good upgrades in this case, which I probably won't. Meh. Meh, I think. I could Endless Vinemother, I guess, but that's stupid. I think with this, we're really strong, so I'm going to take the plus 30 Holt and Restoration Detonation here. It goes to 25 shards, which is pretty spooky. We get slapped by pretty much everything in this combat. Spikes will kill me, for sure. I should not click that. Yeah, I think that kills me. Maybe, right? I mean, these front dudes get slammed by Soul Guard. I can heal them with the Restoration Detonation if I draw fast enough. I think it's okay. I think it is just fine. Yeah, like, look at this lad. Oh boy. Incant me, please. Vinemother in action. Sadly, I can't fit all three of them on a floor, or I would. I need to just hatch. I keep saying that. I need to just remove phase off of this dude ASAP. Can I kill him here? Almost. The nice thing, Eel Gorgon does not care about our friend Ember Drain. He removes it. Let's see, what can I do on this guy? I mean, I can overrun him next turn pretty easily by just hatching this guy and putting Razor Sharp on him. He gets the floor gets overrun, and then if I draw into Restoration Detonation in 2 turns, we're okay. So I'm going to... This thing does not do anything meaningful here, because 45 is our attack stat up here on Soul Guard. It's actually not a bad combat if the only upgrade we see is the Foot Soldier, huh? I will incant up here. It's correct. I'll take the Razor Sharp Edge. It's correct. I need to get at least 1 in. And we'll just let Vinemother explode, which would be totally cool. I'm not afraid here because we hatch. This is also excellent because I did not see the Restoration Detonation on a bad turn. So that's neat. The spikes means I want to play at least Root Seeds up here. I can sting on... I can actually just save Vinemother some HP here, which is fine. I already clear the floor at the expense of some life, but that's cool. There's no reason to incant the Apprentice, so I just sting bottom. Cool, we draw our whole deck, so I don't really care that much. Yeah, so we draw our whole deck. I'm going to Restoration Detonation blast this dude. I'm going to sting this dude when Urchin Spine's on the bottom and try to remove the spell shield. Hopefully I draw into another Titan's Gratitude here. That would be nice. And then I'm going to actually double Foregone Power here. Yeah, good. I can now play the Train Steward for whatever value that has. The nice thing about that is the Frostbite means I never lose here, so it's whatever. Cool. Yeah, this Razor Sharp clears our backline friend. Very valuable. Sting is just good. I'll take it. I don't need to draw into other things. I want to do damage. Take the Root Seeds here. It's just fine. Put more Frostbite in him. I mean, this is over, I think. Even though in Frostbite I win. Oh yeah, but I get the Restoration Detonation, which does like 30. Yeah, we're cruising. One of the things you'll notice about Eel Gorgon, the dude has really weird combat previews. When the enemies come up to your floor, he looks like he's losing horribly. And then you get like 2 incants and his damage quadruples, and you're like, oh, alright then, never mind. So, yeah. Mollusk Mage is fun, right? This is one of those units that's like, it gives some stats, but you could actually put Mollusk Mage into Eel Gorgon here, and it does some stuff, right? Like, it's not bad. It is a good kind of like last resort infusion. It's just stats, and then it makes things like those stings better on the floor, which is cool, right? Very cool. I'm actually going to take him. Take a sting. I'll take a wildwood sap. Lean a little more into healing here. Guarantees I don't die. Although I think just taking the sting is potentially better. Right? It's just an incant. This is low impact though. I mean, it replaces itself, which is okay. It does replace itself, which is fine. The wildwood sap potentially helps a lot more with the early game, but I don't think we reasonably could ever lose here, so I'm just going to take sting. That wildwood sap falls off a cliff pretty quick. I'm going to go left. Am I? The Stygian banner is pretty juicy here, but seeing a large stone is incredible on Eel Gorgon. I think he's kind of cool as is, but like, I don't need this pyro health. I'm going to go right. The horde is potentially more valuable, actually. Shark. Titan Sentry. One of the few units I would have taken that doesn't really support me otherwise. Yeah, I'll click him. That's a great boon. Light's Gift is a game-winning relic. Wow, okay, I'm glad I went to the right. I mean, at this point, our Eel Gorgon now only takes damage from the Divinity. So, that's good. I don't need money here. I have 340 I'm not spending for a while. Sure. Nexus Spike, huh? Or removals? I really hate this event. Like, I'm gonna tell it to you straight. I don't like this event. And you know why? It's because half the time, it doesn't do anything you really care about. At all. It just doesn't. Like, and the removal is not even good, right? It adds cards to your deck. It slows you down for the next combat. To remove one? I mean, this is so annoying. Just give me the Spell Rail Spike, right? The Spell Rail Spike, Monster Rail Spike event is better than this on average. I mean, Nexus Spike can sometimes do funny things once you've seen rare cards or whatever, but it's basically never good at this point in the game. I could make, like, Root Seeds, but it consumes, so I don't want to. I'm just gonna do, like, a double Razor Sharp here, right? Like, it's so strong, I suppose. I mean, I guess. Razor Sharp, Razor Sharp. Razor Sharp Root Seeds. I'm going to do double Razor Sharp. I mean, at worst, this is like a really big infusion of attack stat. Like, fine. Would I pay 2 Ember for 2 Razor Sharp Edges? Yeah. So you know what? Fine. Show me that early. It's a huge boost of damage. Fine. It is better than other options. Let's move. I don't need this money. I have a lot of money as is. Yeah. I'm probably going to tunnel vision removals a little bit. Although those magic shops are pretty tasty. Showing me like a holdover would be cool. The only main concern I have is that I don't have infinite life, right? I do not have infinite HP, so I can't just Razor Sharp Edge him to death. And how much more value really is there in everything else here? So I don't know. Shark Bottom. I'll just stick Vinemother behind. Sure. Soulguard top. I may as well do some damage to this thing, right? Sure. I don't need to hatch that badly. This is a lot of... You know, I can actually infuse Titan Sentry into Vinemother. That's a weird one, right? That is what they call a weird one. I guess I'll just play up top, it's fine. It doesn't really matter what I do on bottom at this point. Sure. Does not really matter what's going on. There's basically no way I can lose here, so it's cool. I will Urchin Spines up here because it hits Daedalus, which is cool. I'm going to ping... Yeah, I'll ping Stings. Sure, why not? Razor Sharp here. Double Root Seeds. We do like 155. It's fine. That's a good turn, right? Right. And at this point, I mean, it's like Root Seeds. The Nexus Spike Root Seeds is really good here. Yeah, that's a winning number, right? Sure, dude. Sure. None of this matters. Incant the man? Who cares? It's really funny. Look at this. I'm doing 250 damage here, and the number just kind of keeps going up. We're at like 350 here. That's like a lot of damage to be doing at ring 2. Or 3, whatever this is. We clear top. No problem. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I guess I could clear the bottom unit. It doesn't matter to incant up top, right? Maybe, may as well, right? Sure. Oh no, Vinemother. Seeing this dude get infused is kind of spooky, so I'm actually going to blow it up. Do 70 into it. Sure. Razor Sharp. Sting, Sting. Root Seeds. I think we win this. Just remove units. And we get there. No problem. I'll play the... You know what? Mollusk Mage deserves this. He's earned it. Sure. Well, we get the big sting at least. I guess I'll draw. Maybe I see a good one. Oh, snap. We see the Titan's Gratitude for 230. And we're doing like 400 damage around. I think we're pretty strong here. The Light's Gift. Let's see. Adaptive Mutation. You can do some funny things here. Like, Rage Adaptive Mutation does work on him, but you have to do it all in one turn. Harness the Titan is an incant on the floor, but I'm just going to take Awoken's Rail Spike. It's a good one. Okay, wow. Offering Monument. This run was blessed already. I'm just going to take Siren of the Sea. You know, I was talking about how I didn't have a lot of HP, right? This offsets half of a Razor Sharp Edge. It's an excellent infusion. Yeah, cool. And now I just need to take Ember. Right? I have so much draw power from everything else once I remove things. I have Stings and Root Seeds. I may as well... Yeah, it's Ember, and then, I don't know, maybe Space if I end up duping this thing. Depending on what I do to it. What do I dupe if I dupe now? I don't know. The removals are nice, but this side is kind of dead to me otherwise. I think I'll go to the right. The banner's dead, but the money's fine, and like the Merchant of Magic lets me do, I don't know, some -1s maybe. Maybe I see that holdover in a Restoration Detonation. I think it's better. Another Vinemother. 2 Vinemothers and an Offering Monument on this run, huh? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Animus of Will is extremely bad on infusion-wise. Vinemother is cool, but I don't need a second one. I'll just take money. Show me Permafrost, huh? For what? Nothing? I think a -1 into a Razor Sharp, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's either Razor Sharp or Root Seeds, right? Both of these are excellent. I'll probably make it a Razor Sharp first. I'm going to +20 and consume a Titan's Gratitude because this card kind of sucks otherwise. It's never Permafrost here. Holdover, yeah, okay. Holdover Restoration Detonation with Extreme Stone is one of my favorite things to do in Awoken right now. Think about this. Do the math on this. This is a 200 damage nuke to the enemy, on the front enemy on a room, while also healing you 40. This is just like the best thing possible. It's like attuned, right? Because you get 30 magic power in the heal, right? But then you get ×5 of that. So that is what? It's actually better than attuned, right? You get 30 magic power into the heal, and then an equivalent of like, wow, that's like 150 damage out of it, basically. 160. Yeah, wow, this is a crazy thing. So we of course take this. I want to draw this every turn. I'll take the -1 into a Root Seeds now. +10. I may as well put it in the Titan's Gratitude, right? Make this thing not suck horribly. Although I also might just give it another +20 and consume at some point. I'm going to remove 2 Train Stewards here. Let's see, what am I seeing? I am seeing a Merchant of Magic, or Steel rather. I'll remove only the 1. And we will do the infusion here. -2, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't think this -2 is really doing it for me here. Like, this Nexus Spike is just like an infusion of stats. It's not really what I want to do permanently. You want to know something fun? There was a Permafrost. If you see a Remove Consume, You can do remove consume -2 Awoken's Rail Spike on this run with the Offering Monument and go infinite off of that, right? Pretty fun. I don't need these things though. I'm gonna take the Siren immediately. I don't want 4 banner units here, and this is just exceptional. Yeah, this is like the bog standard in clan approach, and I'm just super great with that. I might pivot to Cold Channel eventually. You may ask why, and the answer is simply because I might not want 15 stacks on Titan Channel, right? It doesn't really matter, as long as I cast 15 spells, it's cool, right? It's kind of interesting, right? My main concern is like the speed with which we unlock him, but I think it's fine now. We have so many spells coming up, and the Light's Gift helps so much. Should be free. Yeah, we're fine here. I don't have to look ahead on shards because I know I have a lot of cool stuff coming up, like a temple at ring 7 at least. And there's always the chance that I infuse. Oh, it's a shame. Mollusk Mage almost had his infusion time to shine, but he did not. I might put Titan Sentry into Vinemother, actually. It's pretty bizarre, but I might do that. I like her giving me stings every turn. This damage does not matter. We have Light's Gift. That's always fun. Vinemother here. Soul Guard up top. I guess I'll buff Vinemother, sure. I don't care about these things. They're going to run my units over, but whatever. I just need to activate Eel Gorgon. I could blow one up. I may as well. It's actually a shame I put the train steward here. I gave up the collector for that, didn't I? Yeah, it's actually better to put it on the bottom so it doesn't die immediately, but whatever. I'm going to blow up this man. It's really good to do that. Yeah, it's a shame. I gave up money for that, but it's okay. We see Siren, Eel Gorgon friend. We just beat the crap out of the enemies now. Blow up a train steward on bottom. And we just keep incanting. There's basically no way we take damage on this unless I somehow don't draw cards. And I don't think that's possible. Yeah, like, thanks for Restoration Detonation. I guess I'll put Mollusk Mage on the floor, sure. I'll hold on to the Urchin Spines. No reason to play it now. Like, this looks scary. Scary. But it's just free. We already cleared the floor. I'm going to take the double Razor Sharp here. It's actually not bad. That's a big infusion of damage. Pretty good, huh? Cool. We've activated Soul Guard, so this combat is now free. Stings are a little stronger, too. Don't play this. I don't want to give it... Yeah, I already cleared the top. Cool. I'm going to take damage here. Sure, why not? I don't want to give it the Ember Drain on my turns. I have basically no fear. Urchin Spines. I'll play the Sting down here, sure. Then I'll play the Foregone Power to guarantee its death, so maybe I see the big thing. I don't. So, like, we take 42 and clear it. That's 3 rounds. Now let's do a little bit of effort. We do just a little bit of effort, and now we get it in 1 turn. Cool. Seems good. It seems strong, right? 88 damage, really good number to see. The HP stat is really helpful, too. Titan's Tooth, Crystalline Seeds, Glacial Seal. I don't really care about these cards, right? Like, I don't need more incants. I need to remove stuff now. Yeah, it's fine. None of these do it for me. Yo, Restoring Retreat. Is it time? Channel Song? Is Channel Song it? No, probably not. Unless I remove Mollusk Mage and 3 Train Stewards. It's not bad, right? Restoring Retreat for the days? It works, right? It actually works. But, like, am I going to offensively play Restoring Retreat for 2 days here? I don't know. Maybe. I probably don't have to, right? Because I can just alternate who gets the restoration detonation, and our dudes never die, and they scale HP via Siren of the Seas essence here, so we should be totally cool. I will take Channel Song because it replaces itself, and eventually it could accelerate me to one of my banner units because I will have a number of them. That's a double rare pack, by the way. We go to the right. I'm looking for something to put in the Siren, maybe a Eel Gorgon rather, maybe a Endless for Shark. Remove 2, also excellent. Basically just get the units out of here pronto. They're hard to play, not good. Quick. Sadly, does not work the way you want it to. You can't put it in. Battlestone is fine, right? Like, I'm okay with this. I'll take the plus 25 into Titan Sentry. I think momentarily, right? Am I infusing Titan Sentry into our dude? I might be. Spell Chain, huh? Spell Chain is fun for incants. Purge is not bad. The real question is, am I doing Titan Sentry Vinemother? It's not bad, right? Like, it's actually pretty good. I like her stings more than I like the self-infuse, and I don't want to go the other way, right? Because then I lose her resolve trigger. I think I might. Because what else do I really need on this run here, right? I don't need much. I already saw the Extreme Stone I wanted. I'll take the Relic, which goes to 90. I guess I'll take this and go to 105. I mean, that's not bad, right? Okay, so here's what we're doing. I'm going to put the Heartstone into Vinemother preemptively. I'm not going to do this infusion now, because I don't need to. Right, I don't think it adds enough value at this point, but eventually removing one of these banner units will be exceptional. But doing it this way means Vinemother chills, and that's good. I'll re-roll this now. Multi-strike. Man, 2 multi-strikes on this run with that Siren of the Sea. Whoo, buddy. A plus 10. I mean, this plus 10 is just fine here, right? It's an initial infusion of big number. This is like a fine stat line for him, right? As long as I can draw into Restoration Detonation fast enough, this is okay. I think the plus 25 is a bait. Too much HP. We'll scale it up with the infusion. Really good hit on that infusion, by the way. I keep looking at it like that. This plus 1 HP is really valuable with how much we'll incant. I re-rolled this because if they showed me the Endless here, I would actually do the Endless into Vinemother and then the infusion now, but because they give me a multi-strike, I'm just going to buy a removal instead. Hellvent. Hellvent. Is there a world I do 2 of them behind Soulguard? Maybe. It's actually pretty good, right? 2 behind Soulguard. I mean, that blows up floors real fast. We're already doing something like 600 damage on a big incant turn. Every removal is value because root seeds will replace themselves. And yeah. I want to clear out Train Steward, this poor Mollusk Mage I took out of, you know, he would have been good if I hadn't seen this Siren, right? If I hadn't seen Siren, he would have been the infusion here. And you know what? I would have been super cool with him, but the Siren is just better here. Like, no question. 2 Eel Gorgons is winning, right? I mean, 1 is also winning, honestly. We do enough damage as is with this many incants. I don't have to think too hard. I think I will put the plus 10 in because I don't see a need for the... What am I talking about? I don't see a need for large stone hunting here. And it keeps the line open for 2 of them, like 2 Eel Gorgons and then Soulguard. So we should be okay with that. The only problem is it becomes a little more tricky to heal 3 of them, right? Certainly so. Yeah, I don't know. We'll do this for now. At least one of them is tenable, and this is totally cool. And then, do I remove a card? Probably. I could go to this Merchant of Trinkets, and... yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Let's see what's in this cavern, though. Maybe we get a cool thing. If we don't get a cool thing, Like, all the cool stuff here sucks, right? Rage doesn't work on him. Trample Stone doesn't work on him. Rare Melting. Fun fact, when you have, what is it, Hallowed Halls, he removes the burnout, so you just give him free reform power, which is pretty cool. But, like, really? I don't think any of these are that good. I'm gonna look at one no matter what. Umbra is tough. If you remove Umbra Stone, there's really nothing I'd want here. Like, Forever Consumed is at least a 0-cost incant that scales, maybe. Hellhorned is like... I don't know, man. None of these really stand out to me. I'm gonna briefly look. Rare. Like, One Horn's Tome is dead. All of these don't do anything for my man. Impallate's dead. Okay, that's bad. Melting is going to be just as bad. I mean, Wax and Spike is fine, but it hurts Soul Guard, so no. I wouldn't do Hallowed Halls. Remnant Pack doesn't do anything. Formless Child, no. Yeah, fine. Umbra is just as bad. Yeah, like, there's almost no way I take anything here, right? In which case, I guess Hellhorned is better because Alloy onto Soul Guard is better. Yeah, I'm not taking any of these. Reinforce One Horn's Tome, Dark Deal? No, man, not this. Later. Take my 10 gold, I guess. Fine. That feels bad. It feels really bad, actually. I need to think briefly. If I need to do the infusion, it gets done on Ring 7. It's a good time to do it. I do see another steel shop. I guess I'll go to the Merchant of Trinkets, right? Yeah, I guess I'll go to the Merchant of Trinkets next floor. There's a few things I could see. Any of the Sting Relics, for instance. I think 50 is fine here. Right, nothing I need to do. Plus 25 is kind of pointless. I could... Merchant of Trinkets means I hold on to my cards. Yeah, fine. I'll remove next floor. I think I'm cool into this, whatever it is. Armor Emblem. I mean, it's kind of scary, but like, Eel Gorgon, right? It just hit 50 times and you're fine. Just hit. Yeah, Sight and Sentry. Sure. I will play over the Restoration Detonation here. Fun fact, this makes Titan Sentry never die. Play the Train Steward middle. Sting bottom, I guess. Sure. Again, with the middle... Ugh. I might double Nexus Spike to get the money here, right? If I do that, I can't play Vinemother. She's kind of an important part of my scaling, right? This draw's not good for that. I could theoretically have put him middle to stop this, right? I think it's going to matter more that he gets the Titan Sentry value. Yeah, I can't do this because I have to play the Restoration Detonation, I think. Yeah, I need to play this card. Which means I need to play Vinemother. Sure. It's a lot of stuff. Again, with losing the Collector. I think it's more important here, though, that I have more turns for the Frostbite to act, which I think matters. Thanks, Titan Sentry. Extremely cool. We'll just start buffing now. We're fine. I could clear this man out. I may as well. I'm not really worried about clearing this dude at all, really. I'll always have enough spells, right? Like, this looks bad, but it's not. We already kill him. Heal Titan Sentry, blow a man up. Look how good this is. What a good... Oh, I'm so happy. Sweet. Already doing 240. 240 is not that promising, really. It's not that promising. Poor Channel Song. Never saw it. I can actually Offering Token the Mollusk Mage and then Channel Song him back out. We've done it. He's too powerful. I will save the Restoration Detonation value for next turn. Yeah, it's fine. So I'll hold it up here. Scale. I will just keep incanting here for the +1s. Seems good. Yeah, so like I go down here and I blow up that front dude, and that's pretty cool. We scale this. Scaling. Sweet. I mean, at this point, it's like, it's free. Sure. Cool. Neat. Sorry, Vinemother, you had your time. I have no fear. And then just, I guess, Titan's Gratitude here. Sure, why not? I mean, I don't need the incants here. It's actually better to Frostbite down there. It's fine. This is an easy win, right? Like, even with this, it's like, I don't have any damage taken, but, like, whatever. Yeah, like, 777 damage. Pretty strong. 53 HP. I think 1 is where I'm at here. I think duping this is a bad idea here. Am I keeping Mollusk Mage on this run? I might. If he's on this run, then this Ice Storm is okay. He's fine, I guess. I guess he's not my worst card yet. He's close to it. Foregone Power is pretty bad in this many numbers, though. I don't think I'm going to take cards unless they're really strong. They show me this Restoring Retreat. Yo, I saw this. Oh, I saw all of these. Woken's Railspike, Channel Song, and Restoring Retreat again. They're trying to get me with this drop cage. I actually will take Restoring Retreat now. I'm at the point where, like, yeah, I am thinking a little bit about survivability with 2 of them on the floor. It is 2 days. Fine. Fine, I did it. Ugh, offensive, drop cage value. Let's go. I'm not excited. Root Split Mask is interesting. Concussive Colds is bad. Shark, right? Root Split Mask? Sure, why not? Give me an extra turn. It's better than 25 gold here, at least. What do we got for me? Channel Heart. Channel Heart's pretty strong here. We just clicked that. Sweet. Look in the caverns. For the greater good. Oh, hold up, dog. Upgrade a unit? Now, hold on here. Sunderstone. Sunderstone. Yeah, okay. This works. Strike, apply melee weakness on every hit. Fine. What a good event. Thank you, Monster Train. Very cool. I saw the circle, man. I almost went crazy. I saw that circle on Capricious Reflection, and I was like, oh my god, it's happening. It's like, give me the founding seal. Man, I don't know. Rules of Containment is like, okay, I guess. It's not great. It's like Jack Strips, but with extra steps. Wing Clippings is arguably bad. I don't think I want to see all of these cards again. Like, no. Capricious Reflection is fun. Maybe I see a holdover Siren Song. Honestly, considering how bad Rules of Containment is, I'm going to take Capricious Reflection because it's cool. I am going to re-roll this because the Founding Seal hit is unbelievable. We just remove cards. It's fine. Trains through, get out of here. What's next? Merchant of Steel, I'll hold on to the rest of my money here. Firestone Housing does not matter when you already have 3 in your buddy. We super win this. Fine. Right, we go to 80 here. I have to take some stuff from this temple. Yeah, fine. Cool. 65 shards, not bad. Not bad at all. Now this guy does have incant, I believe, right? Fun fact, Soulguard is immune to the daze from this thing. Neat. Shame about this. I will buff here. I'll take the offering token. Ah, we see shark. Okay. Sure, send the shark on the bottom. Let's do it, bud. It means I see Eel Gorgon next turn, which is exceptional. Ah, we lose shark. Oh well. Incant, right? Incant. I'm going to sting middle. Oh, 30 stings. That's good value. I want to get this Nexus Spike in. Big. I actually think the Nexus Spike kind of turned out pretty good for me, right? I could play the Urchin Spines into Arcus. He's got a spell shield. I'm just going to incant up top for now. I'm not super worried about it. Oh my gosh, it's Channel Songs time. Let's go, bud. Let's do it. 40 damage stings. Too powerful. Hey, she doesn't die. That's neat. Alright, we hatched. I keep saying that. Ever since they added eggs, I have just like... Yeah, I can't incant on this turn, sadly. Would be a really good turn, too. Ever since they added, what is it, eggs to the game, I just keep thinking that Soulguard basically behaves as an egg, right? The phased is just, you could rename his text into egg mode, and it would be totally cool. It would work the same way. All right, we sadly just don't get these. I'm gonna take the draw here. Sure. I'm gonna send the rail spike, fine. It's cool. That is the only incant shard we'll get, and as unfortunate as it is, it doesn't really matter. Like, this will quickly get out of control. Restoring retreat to the boss here? That is stupid. That is not worth it here. Maybe if he gets too relentless, I'll restoring retreat him for some extra days. But, like, I don't think so, man. It's pretty strong. 8 incants on that turn. Feels good. Just be a rally shard. Cool. Great news. We take the Urchin Spines. 40 Sting kills the front line entirely. We're going to do a lot of damage into our boy Arcus here. We come very close to winning in Relentless here. Wow. Yeah, you know, turns out melee weakness is pretty strong. Turns out melee weakness is good, huh? 2 spell weakness? Pretty funny, actually. I don't care about score. That is funny as hell, though. Just incant it up. Alright. Feels good, man. I could potentially take even more Ember here and not feel bad about it. True. True statement. Let's see. Can I kill him with a sting? We come close. Big stings. 8 incants. Yeah, he dies from Soulguard. Fun. Very fun. Holdover, Harness the Titan, -1 Ancient Synergy? Yeah, you know what? Yes, I will. Also, Shard Channelers here, but no thanks. Do I need 2 of them? No, not really, right? Not really. That melee weakness hit means that duping it is like, whatever. I'd rather just have double energy, even? Where are my magic shops? If I'm not duping him, what am I doing? Is there a better card to dupe here? I mean, he's so good, though, right? Like, he's just so strong. I could dupe a 0-cost Root Seeds, but, like, why? I don't know. I have to at least take shards, right? Like, I need to. I'm going to get removals here. Maybe see an Endless. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get my shards anyway. I go to 80. Then I take something from the temple, and then I take this horde. Alright. I think it's maybe a little more impressive if I dupe him. Oh, man, I should dupe him. I'm gonna dupe him. It's fun. Fine. It's fun. I think they both win. I'm not worried about this run at this point. Eel Gorgon goes mad with power. A children's tale. Seriously, I probably wouldn't dupe him if I didn't see that Sunderstone, but hitting Sunderstone is unbelievably strong, and maybe we get a 4th upgrade, who knows? Maybe we get a 4th one. Alright, Mollusk Mage, your time has come. Get out of here, bud. Appreciate it, but no thanks. Foregone Powers, you're next. You don't draw me cards. Let's see, what you got? Endless for me? Cool, we see Endless Vinemother. I know that looks weird, but it is what I want. This means she's always generating me stings. I don't need to take anything from the shop. You know, this is funny. Vinemother is doing more for me on this run than she did on the run where I showed her off to you, right? Like, she's good. She good. I don't really care about Titan Channel not hatching, not unphasing in time, because the only thing that hits me is the Divinity. Right? Right. Cool. The nice thing about big HP, I don't have to heal him very often. I can kind of oscillate my heals between my 2 Eel Gorgons until they stabilize, and then we're fine. That, the HP stat is an argument against going too high on shards here, though, right? Like, they only have 28 to start. That's a little spooky. Oh, I swear, they're going to show me Space Prism now, and all my hopes of needing this Light of Seraph get dashed. Packed morsels. I'll take my 10 gold. Alright. A terrible event, but it's fine. Why can you even see that event? Ugh, it's so bad. It's cool. It's fine. We now go here, dupe our man, and then decide if we want to look at the horde, pretty much. Yeah, it'll be fine. I think I'm going to keep low on shards, stay at 105. That's 10 damage on the top. Gives me 3 turns, assuming I incant at all, to find our card, which matters, right? Yeah, we're fine. The only thing that could threaten me is that sweep damage, right? So I just don't want to... I don't want to override it. I don't want to make it too strong, or else he one-shots me or two-shots me. I didn't talk about it. Turns out, I don't care about armor here. I don't care about it one bit. Cool. Vinemother, enter the fray. Look at that, frostbite. Hell yeah, girl. Get it. Sure. Seems good. It's weird seeing Vinemother spit out frostbite, yo. That is strange. Right, be careful here. The wilt wings are an unfortunate reality. Yeah, I did play the restoration detonation haphazardly without kind of respecting. Yeah, I didn't really respect that I would be taking damage, but it's okay because I'll see it again here. There is a risk, right? Like, he dies on this turn if I kill these backline units, but it's fine. We have this card, so it's whatever. Like, at this point, we're fine. But let's play her bottom. Sounds good to me. Big card energy. Railspike has not really done anything for me on this run, you know? But it's fine. It's okay. This Light's Gift has done something for me, though. Dang. Scaling is good. Also, Channel Song has done nothing good for me either. It's a real shame. But it's fine. This run kind of plays itself, right? Like, do incant, win game. Yeah, pretty much. Do big incant, win game. Yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't know. There's not much else to really say here. I don't need Vinemother. I'm gonna let her drop here. Like, it doesn't matter. I win. I will draw cards and at least respect what's going on here. But it's cool. We get there. Like, I get there without even playing a card, which is really pretty sad. Oh, look, it's the Restoring Retreat value. Oh, man. Drop Cage. Too strong. Oof. I don't know what anyone's talking about. Drop Cage seems good. 149 by 8. You know, when you get to this point, I don't need another one, really. Right? Maybe I just put the lady on this floor, right? You know, Drain is pretty good at 0 cost, right? More discard, though. Frenzied Swarm is... it's fine, I guess. More days. They never showed me Siren Song. You make me sad. It's okay. We saw Restoring Retreat, so it's just fine. Do I take cards? I don't know. These cards help answer Divinity, at least. I can always... Frenzied Swarm's actually kind of bad, though, right? I've gone back and forth on this. I think duping the dude is wrong. I just do, right? Like, with those numbers that we were seeing one time through our deck, we were out of this world strong. And we also have Root Split Mask, so, like, whatever. I'm gonna take... I don't want Drain. I have too many discards. I'm going to take Frenzied Swarm here. It's fine. And I'm going to go to the magic shop. Pyrogrow is actually great, right? Yeah, Pyrogrow is good because my limiter is almost always energy here. In hindsight, if I hadn't... Man, this Light of Seraph, sad. Sadness. I guess I could play middle if I were stupid, but I'm not. I should have just taken draw or something. Like, I'm doing enough damage. It's fine. We have the Root Split Mask. I don't need to go crazy and maybe die. And I want the magic shop and the removals. Lock it in. Oh my god, Thorn Casing. Split Anvil. Split Anvil. I could use Restoring Retreat now to go crazy. Ancient Synergy is actually pretty good, right? Although Piercing Stings are kind of crazy powerful too. Right? I think you could realistically win with either of these. I think I could win by taking gold here, is how strong we are. I took the Pyrogrow. I'm going to take the Sting Relic here, I think. Remove card. Remove this Titan's Gratitude, probably. The worst spell. Double stack? Double stack Frenzied Swarm? It's not terrible, right? Play it on an important turn for days. Faulty Loader? No, I don't care. Sigiled Seaweed is good. It's probably worth it. I could double stack this Frenzied Swarm. It's actually really strong, right? 2 dazed. It's just 2 good turns. It's just 2 good turns, right? Yeah, I will. That's good. I'll take the -1 into Root Seeds, I guess. Probably actually Ancient Synergy. We have these things get stronger with each sting that gets created. I'll take a +10 and a nothing. Reroll. Remove Consume. Nexus Spike? No. This is just a quick confusion. I don't actually need many of them, or more than any of them. 10 magic power. I'm just going to remove Titan's Gratitude here. It's actually worse than Gorgon power because it takes an Ember. It takes an Ember to play. That's bad. Gorgon power, I have too many of you already. Let's buy Sigiled Seaweed and reroll. Lightstone Casing, huh? What's over here? I'll remove Consume I won't be able to afford. I could Lightstone Casing in an Emberstone on something. Exactly. What would I do that into? Restoration Detonation? It doesn't matter, right? It's, I guess, 1 fewer Ember spent, but I took a Pyrogrow, so I don't really care. I'm just going to take a removal, I guess, right? There's no reason to go crazy on this stuff. Yeah, I'll just remove something. If every turn is... Like, here we're getting to the point where 2 Gorgon powers is, like, perfect numbers, right? Only so many of them. Everything else in my deck is just stings and... Yeah, sure. Sure. I took a bunch of stuff here because I thought it might be fun. Like, this channel song is pretty bad. This space is actually dead. Like, a really bad decision here. But whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I was thinking a lot of different fun things to show off because, I didn't need this boss relic to even win at this point. I did not need it. It's cool. I'm going to draw enough cards anyway. And whatever. Like, this did not matter. And yeah, like the channel song could have been fun if I had seen an intrinsic, but I didn't. So it's fine. At least not after I drafted channel song. It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. 105 over 100. Let's go. This is kind of what I'm talking about with Eel Gorgon, though. Like, in an incant run, Eel Gorgon is just insane. Oh, worth respecting, by the way. Chase Seraph is going to body Light's Gift, so I need to respect that a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to play Restoration Detonation every turn here. Yeah, so like watch this. He spawns the dude. Now fortunately the effect comes in before. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play Titan Sentry on bottom because, let's see, what is this? 11, 15, 15, 15. That's 45, 56. She lives. This is good. Yeah, this is good because I need to bait chased away from top on the turns where I don't want him to clear days from like big waves like this, or they will snipe my Gorgon for sure. You know, sure, it's like the best urchin spines I'm gonna get, really, right? Pretty decent. I'll take, 250 there. Another 340. Sure. That melee weakness is big value, by the way. He should go middle here. Very fun. She'll die, no problem. Just take big value here. Good. So, like, I don't mind this Pyrogrow here because I have 2 draw to offset it. Let's send Channel Song. Like, we draw 5 cards, which is enough for me to do stuff. Because this next floor is the spooky floor. Now, fortunately, I cleared all the backline. So that's fun. Like, we never die here. Could even daze this, potentially. It's actually not a really good turn, huh? Oh, no, I activate Soul Guard. We're fine. Play her middle again. Sure. It's kind of an expensive turn. But I activate Soul Guard, so we kill. And it's cool. I'm going to stop the Ember Drain. Right? Yeah. That seems reasonable to do. Fun. We didn't get as much damage into our boy Chased as I would like. Yeah, that's bad, right? That lineup? Tough. But it's cool. I just play a ton of buffs up here and we clear it out, no problem. Fine. Like, he cleared it and then left. Unfortunate. He should go middle here. Yeah, cool. Cool. Alright, I'm going to take the Nexus Spike here. Big value. Restoration Detonation. I'm going to save it because I could put it on the Gilded Wing next turn. Yeah. Interesting. I'm just going to take incants here. No reason not to. Cool. I will hold the Frenzied Swarm here. We're at a point where it might matter, and I don't need these extra hits. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, he'll go top. He'll clear this. This is the scary wave, right? Because he cleared all that daze. But I don't really care. I'm going to go play Vinemother on bottom now. Alright. Now this Restoration Detonation blows up this front dude pretty hard. Yeah, we're going to do a good amount of damage here. Cool. Yeah, we clear everything. Take 70, but we're fine. Cool. Alright. I think we are done. Again, Incant run. Unga Incant. There's really not much to say here. Order lull. It doesn't matter. Draw me cards, please. Ancient Synergy bottom. We're done. I'm not actually going to replay Vinemother here, I don't think. I could actually, right? I will. Because there's space up top, let's do it. I'm going to make that space work for me here. Hell yeah. Whew, show me another sting. Hell yeah, I don't take that hit. My spikes value. Then I don't play foreground power? Sure. Cool. And then now watch it. Space is gonna matter. Oh no, we lose. But we don't. We are too powerful now. Simply too strong. I think you need this, Seraph. Here's 10 HP, bud. Oh no, I have tricked you. Haha. Alright, it's fine. He never stood a chance here. 342 hits. Seems okay. Alright, drop cage. It's trying its hardest here. Game showed me 2 restoring retreats. It'll actually matter a little more in the Divinity. Every daze is going to make this a lot cleaner. So, that's fun. Yo, Channel Song showing up. Hell yes, Channel Song shows up. Oh, snap. Look how good it is. Oh, man. 0 cost. Truly a thing of beauty. I need to work up here, right? Yeah, need to work up here. Every incant matters until I hit that heal. Cool. Actually, you want to know why? Drop cage is great. Right here. Drop cage completely saves us in an unbelievable turn. I mean, it's not unbelievable. You knew I took it for a reason. It's fine. 600 damage into the Divinity seems pretty okay. We're fine. We've done it. Titan Sentry bottom. What good value. Yeah, at this point, we just play Nexus Spike for big value here. Razor Sharp is free. I'm going to heal him. And then I'm actually going to take the Root Seeds for more card draw. Next turn I have the Frenzied Swarm. Yeah, we're fine. We have navigated it. This should kill the Spikes person in the back here. Yeah, we got it. Good. How much draw do I have this turn? Let's briefly assess before I do something stupid. I'm going to take the Urchin Spines here, actually, because it clears out this front dude. I'd like to end this turn with the Frenzied Swarm, I think. Yeah. Let's see. If I play Root Seeds here, I'm going to always hold over Restoration Detonation. This is what, 7 draw? With only 3 enemies, I think I can afford 5 draw here for the extra Ember. I'm going to Frenzied Swarm it out, which is just a casual 800 into the boss. It's more important for the days, though. Like, there's a reason I took all of these days cards, because they matter here. Yeah, one of those cards redrawn is Vinemother, but we're fine. Yeah, we're okay. Player bottom. She's doing great work. You know, she's doing great work. Cool, actually, we're totally fine. We actually cleared this wave, which is shocking, but really good. That's going to be our worst turn of this combat because of the draw power, right? And the fact that we held over the Vinemother on that turn. Yeah, this turn is going to go out of control. Now, sadly, we have to punch through a Discipled Inquisitor, but you know, it's fine. It's fine, because we get there. And Restoring Retreat does value again. Yo, Drop Cage, I'm telling you, even with like an unupgraded Restoring Retreat, it is a critical component of my run here. It is preventing me from taking unnecessary damage to my Vinemother, which is exceptional. Probably going to end with this Frenzied Swarm as well, right? Yeah, almost certainly. It means I can recklessly play these Razor Sharps and just not care. That's another 700 into the boss here, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. This next turn should be really strong. Did we silence High Priest? Oh, we did. I think we win on this turn then. I'm pretty confident we win on this turn then. Yeah, with the 2 stings clearing out the front dude. And multi-strike. I wish for multi-strike. We have done it. Yeah, I mean, cool. The days was really important. So I don't feel bad. Also, Channel Song showed up, and I even used the top floor space on one combat. So I never want you to say I make bad plays, right? You know, in a run like this, you can be a little loose with your choices. It's strong. There's a reason I give this unit S tier, right? Even if this didn't make any sense and this never lined up on this run, I could have just picked, I don't know, anything. I could have taken the Siren and put the Siren in this or whatever. Like, there was the Shattered Shell line, guaranteed 1 as well. Like, yeah, we're there. We're super there, and we had so many choices. So yeah, I'll take it. I love me wins with units like these. I definitely think, yeah, this unit is crazy good in all scenarios. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit up the run summary, and I will show you what we're working with. Give you some hints and tips as to what mattered here. So let me start by saying I think I mentioned this early on. I think the drop cage perspective take in Stygian is usually good. You're not going to hit it always, right? But if the alternative is Cheater's Hand, like, who cares about Cheater's Hand? No one needed that, right? So this, I think, is better overall. It ended up mattering, right? I saw that second restoring retreat and was like, all right, sure, why not? Let's take it and do it. And it was great. Those days turns mattered a lot. Honestly, I could have gone either way on the ring 8. I could have gone to the right side and duped the man because we had the divinity dazed every turn. Basically, we took like no damage. Yeah, actually no damage. So it was irrelevant, honestly. The Where is it? This restoration detonation, big value. It mattered more in this particular run early game rather than late game, but honestly, that's because of Light's Gift, right? It didn't matter as much because of Light's Gift. It did actually matter a lot on Chase, right? Our Soul Guard ate like, what was it, like 80 damage, so I was blowing up heavies with it. I was using it more offensively than anything, right? For the big hit on turns where it mattered. There was also that turn early on where I used it to save a shark for like 6 turns in a row. It's easy to overlook something like this, but this card is actually really strong if you happen to have one, something that can take the full heal, and two, access to a plus 30 somewhere along the line. Even like plus 10 in this card is fine to just play randomly, right? It's good heal, good hit. It's like 100 damage. I'm cool with that. It's a great use of plus 10s. So otherwise, it was like just take good spells and then just remove bad spells, remove bad cards. And yeah, truly, Channel Song, the cards that are kind of the most contentious here. Let me talk about the cards you didn't need to take on this run. So, Vinemother did work. I think she was great, and I think the Titan Sentry was excellent. Even if she didn't really matter for clearing the waves in the Divinity, she killed 2 very important units for me. The Conduit Redirector, which represents a lot of damage onto my Eel Gorgon, and the Wilt Wings, which would have represented a lot of damage into my Eel Gorgon because I hadn't hatched Soul Guard yet, right? So that she mattered a lot. And honestly, her stings were exceptional because of these upgrade relics. Even if they weren't upgraded, they're just a free incant. Hell yeah, she's good. I'm a huge fan of Vinemother in this combo. This run truly demonstrated Vinemother better than I think the Vinemother run did, right? So maybe this is a using Vinemother run as well. That's neat. Meanwhile, Pyregrow, I think you could have gone with energy instead, the double energy take. And then this face is very contentious. I didn't need to do this at all. I don't think it provided a lot of value. I'm just going to be real. Even though I did ultimately play Vinemother on that floor once, I didn't need to. It didn't matter. So, fine. I think you also could have won the other direction too by simply taking the dupe on Eel Gorgon. We had enough days that the Divinity didn't matter. The only reason I went this line is I wishy-washied back and forth because I think we win either way, right? Even with taking the wrong boss relic here, it didn't matter. I pre-relentless killed the Divinity. So, like, okay, great news. I think even draw would have been fine better here, right? I say fine, but it would have been objectively better because the space did nothing. So, I don't know. I don't think it really hurt me too much, but you should have probably identified that space is draw is the better take here. Just because this spell weakness put my Eel Gorgon over the point where the second one would have contributed, right? We were easily clearing floors, right? With 8 melee weakness on those guys, just blowing them up. And yeah, I should have recognized that and been like, whatever. But I thought it would look cool on the floor, so I was being kind of flex about it. Oh well. Other stuff you could have skipped here, Pyregrow, if I had taken energy or draw. Actually, if I had taken energy, I would not have taken Pyregrow, but if you had taken draw, it would have offset Pyregrow even better, so I still think I would have taken it in that case. Channel Song did not really matter. On the Divinity, though, it did give us a really big Vinemother, so you know what? It had its payout moment. I think what I was originally planning around with Channel Song, though, is I was imagining having 2 Eel Gorgons and then finding an intrinsic or something and being able to play both on turn 1, right? Or at least get maybe if I draw a Vinemother, then I would get one of them on turn one with bigger stats. So that was my ideal, but it didn't end up panning out, and it was fine. It was okay. It ended up doing something. At worst, it's a 1 energy incant that goes away, which is cool by me, right? It gets out of your way to play better spells. And yeah, this Nexus spike ended up paying off big time, I think. It was a huge injection of attack plus 20, which is really good, actually. I think I underestimated this notionally. I took it because it was the best option at that event, and it did better than I anticipated. It's funny, when you're hitting 8 times, a plus 20 is pretty good, right? So, otherwise, turns out Double Stack Frenzied Swarm's pretty good. And yeah, Brute Split Mask in the absolute worst case, though nothing ever needed to use it. I was clean. There was no problem with this run whatsoever. So it was a very easy, solid win. So yeah. And I think that's all I've got to tell you. This brings us up to 28-0 on the series. Pretty fun having a big win streak like that. And yeah, so hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And you know what? Stay tuned for what's next, folks. Take care.